Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I'm going to do a weekly reset video today. It was meant to be a part 2 of my garden video, but it's just rained the whole weekend here again. We're in the last couple of weeks of winter here in New Zealand, and yeah, really it's probably actually been the coldest and the wettest that it has been the whole winter here. So I guess we can't complain really, but it's sort of late morning Sunday here now, and it is only just peeking through with some sunshine, but there's more rain that is forecast this afternoon. So I'm just going to put off my part 2 of my garden makeover until it's actually a beautiful weekend, and I know it's going to be a nice weekend for for the whole time. So today my house is a complete disaster zone pretty much. It's been a busy week here, like I'm sure for all of you who are pretty much working full time and have got either young families or slightly older families, kids at home. It's just you get to the end of the week and everything's a bit like, oh, I just need to have a good sort out here. So I'm going to take you along with me, and yeah, hopefully you can just see that it's all fairly normal, looking home, and just it won't take too long to just pull everything together, hopefully. So I'm so glad that you're here with me today, and let's get on with this video. I'm going to start down in my laundry here. This is actually in my garage, and as you can see, it's not the prettiest laundry that was ever out there, but it is functional. I actually did a sort of functional makeover in here. Gosh, it must have been last year, and I put the fold-out table that you can see here to the side of me. Just set that up so that I had somewhere to fold, and yeah, just to give a little bit more space to be able to have certain items there, and just generally make the space a bit more functional. But at some point I would love to do a more aesthetic makeover in this space and get it looking a lot more pretty and sightly than what it is. But it's a laundry space, it just has to do its job, and I think at the moment it enables us to wash and dry our clothes, and that's all that we need at the moment, hey. So my dryer is going to be put on, and I'll let that work away while I'm doing some other things. I'm certainly of the thinking that if you can get your dryer or your washing machine or your dishwasher just started and working for you while you're doing other chores, then that's a great way to sort of be tackling those things and knowing that those appliances are working on your behalf while you're doing other things. So I'm just going to unpack my groceries here. I feel like I'm in a bit of a rhythm now with my grocery shopping each week. I work 4.5 days a week in a very, very busy medical environment, and I just by the end of the week I'm so exhausted, and I know a lot of you can relate to that situation. You've got busy jobs and coming home and looking after families and after school activities, things like that. I have 3 kids, well, my 3 kids still at home with me, albeit that they are slightly older now and a lot more independent, but yeah, there's still a lot going on at home. And when you're working full time, it's just nice to have some systems in place, I think, that can overall just make the whole week run a bit more smoothly and be sort of less overwhelming and more supportive, I guess, of yourself, and just a system that can hopefully help you. So all that to be said, I have been pretty good at doing my online grocery order each week. I just order this from the local supermarket, And probably like yourself, we have our family favourites that we just really order, the same again mostly each week. And a lot of our meals, are very similar. So I've just found that this has been such a huge time saver for myself and a sanity saver as well. I can normally put this order through, either the night before or even the day of my pickup, and I can just do it from the comfort of my own home, and obviously know that that is done. And if you've got a running list of things that you're adding to over the week, items that you need, then you can just write those down, and then you're not forgetting things. So I just think it's just a really, really great way of doing your groceries. I don't get them delivered. That is a slight extra cost. So my local supermarket is it's probably about a 10-minute drive from where I live, so not very far at all. And I just do a pickup. They pack everything, bring it out to the car, and I just put it into my car and bring it home, and super, super easy. So this has been a big game changer, and certainly I would implore you to have a think about doing it this way if you really either dread the weekly supermarket shop, or just find it too time consuming or overwhelming. Then I think this is a great way to do this and just have some extra organisation in your home. While I'm just pottering in my kitchen here, doing some tidying up and loading the dishwasher, getting the recycling and the bin out, things like that, one thing I have realised over the years, when it comes to just sorting things out in your home, is the chores and the tasks, like what I'm doing here, just those day-to-day chores. They are going to get done either way, whether it's from yourself, or you might have kids that help with various chores, or a partner. In my household, I've got some wonderful young adults, teenagers, who will quite readily just tidy up the kitchen for me without me asking, which is wonderful. But if you have a bigger task or chore that you are wanting to tackle, it might be something, for example, like you wanted to sort out the organisation in the garage, or you wanted to do the linen cupboard and just get that nice and tidy and declutter. I find that those type of tasks really need to be done first. They're kind of like the white elephant in the room, if you like to refer to it that way, because you kind of have to set aside time and effort, mindset sort of effort, that you're ready to do that chore. Set aside a weekend or a certain time of the day to be able to tackle it. Whereas these day-to-day chores, like tidying the kitchen, doing the vacuuming, taking out the recycling, chores like that, they kind of just get done either way. So I think if you've got a bigger project that you are wanting to do, then I just always think, okay, I'm going to tackle that first and feel productive that I've been able to get that done. And then I just always know that the rest of the chores and tasks, around that big item are going to get done either way, whether it's by myself or someone else in the household. Now this area here in my household is the catch-all area, really. It's that area in your house where just everything gets dumped, and as you can see, my table here is definitely one of those sort of clutter or dump zone areas, and my bench on my kitchen bench there. But my front door is literally just tucked around the corner from my dining area, so when we walk into the house it's just too easy to pop bags and books and all of those kind of things onto this table. So it does regularly need a good sort out and a good tidy, but it doesn't take long to do those areas. I have done videos in the past where I've gone over 15 minutes per day or even 10 minutes per day of just tackling those sort of clutter zone or dump zone areas, and it really can just help you to keep on top of those areas that tend to get very, very cluttered. If you just spend 5 or 10 or 15 minutes per day just decluttering and taking things back to their homes, where they live in other parts of the house, then it can just help to keep those drop zones, those clutter zones, much more manageable and tidy and less frustrating for everybody all round. So I'm just doing a quick organise in these spaces, including my lounge area. You can see I have got some nice new cushions here. Well, you might not know that they're new, but they are new, and I really love them. Just the sort of plaid, coloured plaid one that you can see here is just sort of got like a farmhouse type style, I guess, to it, which is really lovely just to have something new in my space. And they weren't expensive. They're just from Kmart, which is one of our local shops, similar to, I guess, probably Target, if you're in the US watching. So they're just a general homeware store, and they do lots of just sort of decor type pieces as well. So just giving that a good tidy and then putting washing away as well. Now, if you have lasted this far in my video, I will tell you about my vacuum cleaner here, because you're probably going to be thinking, what the heck is she wearing, or what is that she's using for her vacuum cleaner? So I have animals, 3 animals. One is a dog and 2 cats in this household, and they both shed a decent amount of hair, especially the Labrador. So I really needed a new vacuum cleaner. This was a few months back now. My old Dyson had died, and it was time to get something new, and I really would have loved to have got a stick vacuum cleaner, but I just knew that for the amount of work that it was going to have to do, I needed something that had really great suction and would have super strong suction for however long I needed it to, rather than relying on a battery of a stick vacuum cleaner. So I landed on one of these backpack vacuum cleaners, and I call it my Ghostbuster machine, but it is fantastic. It is amazingly strong with its suction. It picks up the animal hair just so well, and it's good for my back because I've obviously not dragging something around. It's light to carry, but it's been really super effective as a new vacuum cleaner, and I would definitely buy one again. And maybe one day I might be able to have a stick vacuum cleaner as well as a sort of secondary backup vacuum cleaner. And I'm just finishing off this weekly reset with giving my bathroom, well, mainly my vanity and my mirrors here, and the toilet room just a quick freshen up, so that we are heading into the week with a clean space. They certainly need to be done on a weekly basis, don't they, especially if you've got other, people living in the household. I hope this video has encouraged or inspired you in some way, motivated maybe. Please leave a comment or a thumbs up if you would like to. Subscribe if you are not. But until I see you for my next video, have a super blessed week. I'm so glad that you joined me today, and I will see you again very soon. Have a great week. Bye.